Hi everybody, welcome to another video of Trading with Jackie. I'm Jackie Panetta. So today's video, it is on the dollar Swiss, that is USD to CHF currency pair on the Aries wedge alert trade that I took this morning. As you well know, it is on the 15-minute chart that these wedges are generated, and as you also already know, this is tradingview.com that I draw my wedges on, and then I place my trades in MT4 or MetaTrader 4. Alright, so here we go. We're on the 15. Here's 15 minutes, alright. And it was a descending wedge, and it was sent at 8:45 a.m. So this vertical line signifies when the alert took place. And then I just draw my wedge. It's the descending wedge. So I was taught to try and locate as many points prior to the alert to try and signify a strong trend if you can find it. Okay, so that's what I did. So I started back here, and boom, that's 1, 2, and then 3. I mean, those kind of are almost touching it, but that's 3 points prior to the alert. So that's a strong downtrend. So right off the bat, I'm looking for, I'm looking for a sell. Okay, and then at the bottom of it, I try and keep the line as flat as possible to make it a triangle, so I can kind of see, the breakout a little bit clearer. Now, as I've been drawing these wedges for like a month and a half now, so that's just my evolved state of drawing it. If you look at previous videos, you'll see I probably drew it differently back then, but this is just my evolved state now on how I draw them. Okay, now that's the 15-minute chart. So I'm looking for a sell based on the trend, but that don't necessarily on the trend, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a sell. And then just because they say it's a descending wedge also doesn't mean that it's gonna be a sell. Okay, so a couple of things that we're gonna do is, and y'all already know, I go down to the 5-minute chart now to take my entry. Okay, I used to do the 1 when I first got started, but then after listening to other people such as Matt, shout out to Matt, I'm always going to shout Matt out, because without him I would not have been able to find this and catch these sniper entries. So he mentioned doing it off the 5-minute, and that's what I've been doing, and ever since then it's been gravy. Alright, so straight price action. Now you may see the RSI indicator here, but you will not see me say nothing about it, because actually I don't even care about this right now. Alright, matter of fact, let's get rid of it, and I can tell you, I can prove to y'all how I don't even care about it. Alright, here we go. So anyway, so that's the alert. I'm on a 5-minute chart now. So when I go down to the 5 minutes, I'm looking for my entry. Okay, so here's the first 5 minutes of the 15. It's going down. I'm looking for the breakout. Alright, so the first 15 minutes is still in the wedge, no breakout. Here we go, the beginning of the next 15 minutes, we got a breakout. Now normally people would be like, oh, okay, it already broke out, I'm gonna take the trade. No, I am not. This ain't good enough for me. Because let me tell you, all it did was just break out, but that doesn't mean it's gonna stay out. Okay, and as you clearly see on the next candle, what it do? Went right back into the wedge again. And then on top of that, the next 15 minutes, I mean, this is a half hour right here, and nothing really happened. And then it broke out of the wedge at the top. Right? So if you really want to play, and then it started playing around. Top coming in, this one right here, this candle right here, like from the top, from the breakout going up 9400 to like 94.5. That's only 5 pips. So if you want to do a 5 pip and dip, you could have probably did that. But I was like, to me, that wasn't. It's too much. It's too much jumping around going on for me to want to have taken that trade. All right. So on top of that, again, it still keep playing around. So what you looking for is an actual clean breakout. Okay. And here we go. This is where it happens. Right over on this side. Right in this area right here. Okay, so this breaks out. Alright, here's another one where it's didn't even go back into the wedge, and it's a bear candle, and it ends in outside the wedge. Okay, at this candle right here, I would have taken a trade right here. Okay? I would have took a trade right there. All just not even worth. I didn't take a trade at this point because I was already doing something, so I came into this a little late. But as you can see, I would have took a trade right there. 90, 93, 91. Keep that in mind, peoples. 93, 91 would have been the point to take the trade at this point. Alright? And then it goes down. Look at that. It goes all the way down here. 93, 91 and 93, 86. That's 5 pips. Right? That's a 5 pip and dip. You done. Right? And then I do 2 positions too. So that's the first position when it hit 5 pips, done. Second position, start trailing by 5 pips. And then what happens? Comes back, and that second position would have been stopped out. Right? And then wouldn't gain no more pips. Okay? You see that? Now, if you did like a trailing by 10, then your position would still be open. Your second position would still been open. But I would have did 5 pip and dip, right? But I didn't get in at that point. So it actually was a good thing I didn't get in at that point. Because then check it. Look what happens at the next one. So going in by my regular basic analysis, this would have been a 5 pip and dip and you fine. Alright? Make your money and bounce. The next candle, it kind of tests the trend, goes back into the wedge and it comes out. And then the next candle, boom, there's a full drop, right? So right here is at 93.93, boom, drop. 93.87, come back up, test, drop again. 93.84. You see what I'm saying? This was that full drop that you want to catch. Now, I actually already had a sell going on Dollar Swiss already due to a different strategy. So I was also already looking for a sell off of that. And based on that other strategy, I knew that this thing was going to go longer than 5 pips. It just took longer. So I wouldn't, normal, in and out. Based on the other strategy, I hung on to catch these extra pips. Okay? But can you understand everything I'm talking about is just price action. Not one time did I go back and look at RSI just to see anything. Because I don't care. And that's just me. This is how I trade. I know plenty of people that go look at RSI and they're very successful with the wedges, and that's perfectly fine. We all trade differently. But I'm just telling y'all this is how my strategy on how I do it. Okay, and I've been feeling like it's been pretty successful. I just gave you 2 different ways for you to confirm your trades that had nothing to do with indicators. Okay, if you already had a trade and do it to a different another strategy, and you typically catch a certain amount of pips with that strategy, and you haven't caught them pips yet, but you know that it's going in that direction, and it just happened to coincide with this wedge alert, which is what happened to me, then this is a gravy trade. Right? I just compounded my trade. Collect the pips. You know, that was a confirmation in and of itself. The other trade that I had going on. So that's how I did the Dollar Swiss today. You know, hopefully that helped you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. But really, it was based off of that alert. It just helped. The alert was just an additional confirmation of a trade happening that in this case was a compound trade. I compounded the trade, made more pips just because I knew how it was moving. Alright everybody, again, like I said, holler at me if you have any questions, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Take care. Bye.